Tonight, there's some controversy surrounding President-elect Trump's pick to run the FBI. Kash Patel, he's been a loyal Trump supporter for years, and now he could become the chief of the bureau he vowed to gut. Who is he, and what does this mean for a position that's traditionally been apolitical? Our Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas reports.
President-elect Donald Trump making good on his campaign pledge, calling for radical changes at the FBI, selecting one of his fiercest loyalists, Kash Patel, to lead the agency.
He's tough, he's smart, he loves our country, and he is a warrior, Kash Patel.
Trump on Truth Social calling him a brilliant lawyer, investigator, and America First fighter.
And we all have a job to do. We have the benefit. We're blessed by God to have Donald Trump be our juggernaut of justice.
The 44-year-old Patel grew up on Long Island, the son of immigrants from Africa with Indian heritage. He attended Pace University, went on to be a public defender in Miami for 9 years, and then served as a Department of Justice prosecutor.
Kash Patel, where's Kash? Thank you, Kash.
The hardliner has been an ally to Trump for years, appearing at his criminal trial in New York and earning the praise of longtime Trump confidant Roger Stone on Stone's podcast.
As you know, Kash, I'm a dog lover. I have named one of my dogs Kash. This is not to make light of you. This is a homage to you. This is because I admire you. And your fight.
Patel has called for shutting down the FBI's headquarters in Washington.
I'd shut down the FBI Hoover building on day one and reopening the next day as a museum of the deep state.
In his book writing, drastic measures need to be taken and that Democrats should be very afraid.
I'm never going to be the one that says defund the FBI or get rid of it, but it needs a complete rehabilitation.
He has spread false claims about voter fraud January 6th and accused the so-called deep state of targeting Trump.
The government gangsters in Washington, D.C. have one main operational arm. That is a two-tier system of justice that they choose to weaponize and politicize because we care more about America than they do.
He's also talked positively about the QAnon conspiracy on the podcast Patriot Party News.
You got to harness that following that Q has garnered and just sort of tweak it a little bit. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, he should get credit for all the things he has accomplished.
And in an appearance on Steve Bannon's podcast, he's vowed to go after Trump's adversaries in the federal government and the media, too.
We will go out and find the conspirators, not just in government, but in the media. We're going to come after you. Whether it's criminally or civilly, we'll figure that out. But yeah, we're putting you all on notice.
During Trump's first term, Patel served on the National Security Council before temporary roles as the Deputy Director of National Intelligence and the Pentagon. He was a vocal critic of the investigation into Trump's ties to Russia. Trump even talked about making Patel Deputy FBI Director in 2020. But then Attorney General Bill Barr opposed the move so much he said it would only, quote, happen over my dead body. Ever since the Watergate scandal, Congress decided that the FBI director should serve a 10-year term, specifically to avoid White House interference in criminal investigations. And traditionally, nominees have tried to appear apolitical. Trump himself nominated the current director, Christopher Wray, who assumed the role back in 2017. And he would need to fire him first, or Wray would need to offer his resignation.
Well, Christopher Wray, of course, is a Republican, appointed by a Republican, as he has said, but apparently has demonstrated too much independence and objectivity in the job for Donald Trump.
But Republican Senator Mike Rounds of South Dakota has expressed confidence in Wray's leadership, calling him a, quote, very good man.
I don't have any complaints about the way that he's done his job right now. And the message, and one that I feel very strongly about, is that there is a constitutional separation. The Founding Fathers did that for a reason. We accept that the president should have the people that he wants in his cabinet and on his team. Every president wants that. We give them the benefit of the doubt.
Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa, who is in line to chair the Senate Judiciary Committee next month, has been more critical of Wray, on next writing that he had failed as FBI director and that Patel must prove to Congress he will reform and restore public trust in the FBI. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas also in favor of change.
I think Kash Patel is a very strong nominee to take on the partisan corruption in the FBI.
We are going to look back together and say, we helped destroy the two-tier system of justice that is targeting Americans illegally.
Major shakeup if he's confirmed. Our thanks to Pierre Thomas for that.